Go right on ahead. I know you got your soapbox to stand on.
And tired of guest characters in fighting games. I understand it is a smart business practice. I get it 1000%, but I am tired of them recycling the same guest characters.
You know, I think when it's done right, it makes sense, but I hate when they add a character that just makes no sense to like that world, like Negan in Tekken. Why?
But apparently, that kind of saved the game.
Really?
Yeah, apparently Tekken.
He's not even a fighter in The Walking Dead for real.
No, he would have made more sense in Mortal Kombat, but apparently the guest characters saved Tekken. Because they opened up with Akuma for Street Fighter, which was actually really smart.
I get that. It's just Negan in The Walking Dead wasn't much of a
I agree
fighter. He of course he bashed Glenn's head in, but he wasn't going out there like boxing with people. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So it made no sense.
Yeah.
I'm glad it saved the game or whatever. But
and apparently Noctis was the other one too from Final Fantasy 15 for Tekken 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently, because everyone was like, apparently they like, I don't know if you know who Maximilian Dude is or whatever, but like he was saying how like apparently these companies, I guess he has some pull or whatever, but he said these companies have this stuff like drawn out like years before they release these characters. So like how they just released Clive from Final Fantasy 16 and Tekken 7. I mean Tekken 8, sorry about that. And a lot of people are pissed about it because they're like, why is Clive in Tekken? Like because it worked out for Noctis, but apparently this was picked out like 2 years ago. They had this. I don't like it, but I understand it. But it's just like I feel like the way they're changing these new games, they're making it so offensive now. I feel like some of these legendary past characters deserve to get back into the game with the way these new mechanics are and stuff now. But unfortunately, but again, a lot of past characters don't really sell the game. It just brings hardcore fans like myself to play the game, but they want newer. Like I know you're not a big fighting game fan, but they want you to play the game because you know what I mean.
Which to me is when you catch my interest, like when they added Omni-Man and Homelander.
Yeah,
like, but to me that makes sense. Like, okay, like yeah, these guys are kind of brutal. They're killers. They belong in a Mortal Kombat game. It makes sense. It's just that sometimes I'm like, does this person really like belong here? Does this make much sense? And that's where they lose me.
Okay.
As a casual fighting game fan.
Right. But Mortal Kombat 11, they did it perfect. Like I enjoyed all the guest characters in Mortal Kombat 11. I'm not gonna lie, like especially seeing like Rambo and Terminator and RoboCop, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of dope. Like I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? But they did it right. You know what I mean? But I feel like this needs to don't stop doing it, but just slow down a little bit. You know what I mean? With me trying to be a heavy Street Fighter player again, I don't want to see 2 guest characters per season. I know this is the first season they did 2 guest characters because the last season they didn't have any guest characters. But this season they got 2. We got Terry and we got Maya. I hope for season 3 they kind of just do 1 opposed to 2. Like I just feel like it's just.
So you feel as though bring back some of the old characters instead of bringing in these new random.
Yes, but
characters.
From a business aspect, I understand that the guest characters are going to sell opposed to the past characters. Because once the new characters, once the guest characters come on, the newer people come in and they buy the character, they already got the money. They don't care if you don't play the game or not. But I still care about playing the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just feel like it's getting a little too much for me. But
I'm torn because I want fighting games to succeed.
Yes.
I was a very casual player up until a couple years ago after I became real close friends with you and Darren and such. And now that I'm getting more into the fighting game scene, I want these games to succeed. And for them to succeed, they need money. And for them to get money, they got to get guest characters because they got to pull in casual fans. You're not going to pull in Joe Schmo from down the street by just introducing someone from Street Fighter 3 that they didn't care about in the first place. But on the other hand, I don't want to see them just adding people just to add people. I'm sorry. Clive, in my opinion, does not move the needle to me.
No.
I don't see him bringing in nearly enough people to justify creating him. I said long ago that I thought Negan should have been on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't much of a fighter even in The Walking Dead.
yeah.
And again, that's when Walking Dead lost majority of its fan base. Is after Negan came.
Well, that whole season was bad though, after he killed.
Oh, dude, I made it like 3 more episodes, and I think it was when Rick and him was in the fall, and I was like, "This is so boring. I can't do it again."
Yeah.
And so,
but that type of notoriety, I understand, brings in a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I think they should look for people that fit both, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like you were saying, with Mortal Kombat 11, when they brought in Rambo and Terminator, it fits.
Yeah.
Clive and going back to Tekken 7, Noctis do not fit into Tekken, in my opinion. They fit more in the Soul Calibur, in my opinion.
Yes, absolutely.
And I know there's going to be a lot of people that says, well, what about what's the French guy's name in Tekken 8 now? Victor and Yoshimitsu, who also uses swords and whatnot. It's not because they use swords. That has some part to it. But it's just their aesthetic just seems to fit into Soul Calibur better, in my opinion.
No.
I think if you're going to get crossover characters or guest characters, they should be someone that kind of fits
that style of game.
The style and the tone of the game. So for like Street Fighter, while I like that they brought in Terry and Mai,
right,
I don't think, while from a moveset standpoint and whatnot, they fit, I don't think they're popular enough to bring in someone like Quentin, who's a casual fighting game person.
Yeah.
But if you find someone who kind of fits that mold, like say, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Let's just throw something out there. For some weird reason, a Power Ranger got brought into a game. They fit, if they fit the aesthetic of the game as well as their fighting, it fits. Hey, the Power Rangers were martial artists.
Right.
They fought.
Goku in it.
Exactly.
Goku.
Bring Goku in the Street Fighter.
That would be great.
That would be absurd, and it would sell the game so much money. Thank you. That is a perfect person.
I would 100% be like, I got to download this.
Automatic. Hadouken is the same thing as a Command Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Point blank period. Spirit Ball. Like, he would fit so great in Street Fighter.
Yes. And I would
1000%. And you would bring in millions of dollars. Now, we all know who makes those Dragon Ball games. Is it Arc Systems or is it Bandai?
I think it's Bandai, but
Bandai Namco makes it as well. So if they do, they have the rights to it. Do it.
And they also put them in Tekken too. Just because I know he wouldn't fit Tekken, but just because they. But
oh no, Capcom is Street Fighter, my man.
Yeah.
Namco is Street Fighter. Namco is Tekken. But like put
Jin Woo in Tekken.
Yes,
that would be great.
Yes, put some of these anime characters in the fighting games. Put Jin Woo in Tekken. Put you could pull people from freaking My Hero and throw them into like Street Fighter or something like that.
You know, to be honest, actually, even though I don't play Virtual Fighter, but I would have been okay if Akira got put in Street Fighter.
See,
Virtual Fighter.
While I wouldn't mind it, I don't see that as a needle mover that would make them money.
That's fair.
I'm trying to find that perfect blend that fits the aesthetic of the game, but will also bring them in the money they want. Someone like Goku in the Street Fighter fits 1,000,000%.
And people, you said people would just get it just for Goku.
Yes.
You know.
But us as real Street Fighter players could see him come in the game and be like, he fits. I wouldn't mind trying him.
Right. Because everyone knows who Goku.
Everyone knows who Goku
Even
is.
if you don't even watch anime, you know who Goku.
Yes.
You know, and but also one thing I like what Capcom did in Street Fighter V, they branched out in their own company. They took Akira from Rival School and they put her in Street Fighter, and it worked.
Yeah.
But again, I know she's not as big as Goku, but I'm just saying. But like, I would be okay if they did that type of guest character.
Yeah.
They pulled from their own backyard, and don't put Mega Man in it, but just I'm okay if they pulled Akira back, or if they pulled Roy from Rival Schools, or Batsu, or you know what I mean, or shit, even Morgan. I don't even care. Just I'd rather them pick out of that. But again, from a business aspect, obviously that type of guest character will work. Like like Goku or whatever. You know.
Yes, I think I actually want to start that campaign, Goku for Street Fighter, because I think he would be amazing in Street Fighter.
How about Yusuke?
You're a Meshi.
Yusuke would work well too.
Yeah. Street Fighter, that'd be great.
I think he would fit better, but also Goku will sell more.
The Spirit Gun would be great in that.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yusuke would fit a lot of people from, you know who I would like to see in Tekken?
Landy from Shenmue. That's me.
What is it?
It's upside down.
It's upside down.
Oh, no, that's stupid. I'm stupid.
What's that? Ippo?
Yes.
Ippo?
Ippo versus Steve in Tekken. Give me Ippo in Tekken.
Okay.
I don't want Steve with the Ippo little mod. I want Ippo.
So I wanted to know, when did this really start? Like the DLC characters? The first one, according to this, is Freddy Krueger in Mortal Kombat 2011. So, but before that, you know, there were like system exclusives like Earthworm Jim in 1995.
I remember like Spawn and stuff in the Soul Calibers.
Yeah, so
Link,
you know, a lot of them are like in the main roster, like the base roster.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really like considering them because like, they came with the game.
Yeah.
You know, but I do see a whole bunch of them.
Right.
This is gone in 1997 for Tekken 3. Who is gone?
Gone with the little dinosaur.
Okay, I'm about to say I know they ain't talking about
Hunter.
Like
Gone was the little orange. Was he orange dinosaur?
Yeah, he was a little tiny dinosaur.
Yeah, and his ending in the game was terrible. It just kept replaying it over and over, and that's what it was.
It ain't on here, and it ain't fully a fighting game. But y'all remember Michael Jackson, Bill Clinton, and Hillary Clinton on Ready to Rumble?
NBA.
On Ready to Rumble. Yeah.
Ready to Rumble. Yeah.
Yep.
Michael Jackson had the boxing gloves on.
And he actually did the voices.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Yes.
Oh,
he actually did the voiceover for his character in the game.
Remember when Bill Clinton was on NBA Jam?
I do.
And Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff was on there?
I remember them. Yeah. So,
but branching or anything else I got to put in?
So we're basically all in agreement. When it's done right, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the problem that it just feels like they're trying to force certain characters in, like you know, that don't tend to make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I'm okay with the guest character, but just I want them just to slow it down a little bit. That's all. And but if I just want them to pick. Like I said, I'm speaking more of from a fighting game lover aspect. I would love for them to handpick more out of their own backyard. Because I don't know if you know what SNK is. SNK does SNK basically pimps out the same 4 people. It's Terry from Fatal Fury, Geese from Fatal Fury, Hamaru from Samurai Showdown, and Nakaruru from Samurai Showdown, and nowadays through mine. But they pretty much just use the same 4 people.
Well, you tend to want to use your poster children,
which makes sense.
Like if you're going to add someone to your game, you want someone that most people are going to recognize. Right?